The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Taking it about the 1. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Arizona's offense takes the field, and no surprises. The man that's guiding them, the Pro Bowler in his 4th season at the wheel of this offense, Kyler Murray. First play from scrimmage. Here's Murray.
And complete to Zach Ertz. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Now the NFL's leader in rushing touchdowns last year is James Conner.
And good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Shotgun now for Murray. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hopkins. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 28. A nice pickup there, 10 yards.
That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it would be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
Now on 2nd and 13.
Murray finding Ertz here on the out route.
And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 16. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Murray now to throw. Being chased out left. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Aaron Donald make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Murray to run again.
And he's going to take this down to about the 17. 9 yards on the gain there, so from 2nd and 19, now we've got a 3rd and 10.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
4th down, Murray off, and the Cards field goal unit and Matt Prater out there now.
Prater's kick is good, and the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating 1st downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10.
At their own 25-yard line. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a second consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available for the completion.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a play fake it at Stafford. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
The Rams come into this one still undefeated despite the one tie. And they come in riding high, just one loss in their last 7 games.
And I like the way that this team is winning football games because they're doing it the way that coaches love to preach. Penalties at a minimum because they've been very disciplined, very focused in their business.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, on third down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. He's got it. It's Higbee. Touchdown Rams. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Rams have moved out in front.
This is why a lot of play callers love play action in this spot. You just want to freeze the linebackers just for a second. Then you got a chance to get a quick pass into your tight end right behind them for a touchdown.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So that makes it a 7-play drive to and runs a touchdown for Los Angeles. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now, the midterm elections are now concluded, and I think we can all breathe a sigh of relief for that. But now it's time for midterm football, where we move past the unofficial halfway point of the season, and we got a couple of good matchups in the night games here in Week 10. Tonight it's North versus South in California, the Chargers and Niners from Santa Clara. And then tomorrow, Monday night, it's both Charles's birthday, happy early birthday, buddy, and the first primetime appearance for the Commanders as they travel up to Philly to take on the Eagles. A lot going on. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
From the gun, Murray.
He'll get this to Connor underneath.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field.
Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now they'll run the option to short side left. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Murray going to hold on to it once more.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. The quarterback run good for 10 that time, but it does lead to a 3rd down. Throwing now is Murray. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. as they sack him for a loss of 9.
Well, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And if you're wondering how quick a quarterback's decision-making needs to be, a next-gen stat says that play took all of 2.8 seconds from beginning to end.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10.
Stafford going to give this to Akers.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
They'll try and run for this with Akers.
A pickup of 5 that time and a 1st down.
When you're dead last in the NFL in 3rd down conversions, the odds are against you every time you face it. How about them picking up that one? That was big for them.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Play action. Stafford.
They'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 45-yard line. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
They'll give this to Akers running right.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Tackle made there by Buda Baker.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Stafford. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. So we've reached intermission here at a low. Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
From the end zone, here comes Brandon Powell. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. So here are the Rams to take over. They were winners a week ago over the Bucs. They lead here as well as they come up on first down. Now Stafford. And he's got this to Jefferson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. CD, you remember John Elway?
Oh, boy. How could I forget John Elway and how many NFL defenses? So glad he's no longer throwing the ball around.
Well, Elway threw for 51,475 yards, and we just saw him go past that number for career passing yards.
That means his career now as memorable as John Elway's, and that's a pretty significant accomplishment.
Man, what an accomplishment it is. Congratulations. And he's still doing it. Still doing it at a high level. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here's a run with Akers on second down.
And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory.
46 yards rushing for him now to this point.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down.
They'll go again here with Akers.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And a solid run down inside the 30. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. And Stafford's going to take it himself. And he's going to have the Rams first down as they're able to convert, albeit not that much, on 3rd and a yard.
It's been a good drive so far, and they just wanted to keep it going. So they call low-risk, low-reward play. No one's worried about picking up big yardage here. Quarterback sneak, keep the chains moving, and pick up another first down.
This one brought in by Jefferson.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
The give running right is Akers.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Out of the gun, Stafford.
Got an open man finding Jefferson. And the Rams are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And I'll tell you what, this offense has been a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Akers.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
His 7th touchdown on the ground and 9th overall.
And the Rams take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Gay is on for the point after. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Drive that time. 11 plays all total. Now it was Cam Akers who capped it off for the touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
Ernest Jones there for the tackle.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
12 yards to pick up, good enough for an Arizona first. Good push up front, and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the fourth and final quarter. Meanwhile, Murray's throw here complete into the hands of Ertz. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Terrell Lewis from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Zach Ertz, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Connor going to try and run it. And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Powell now to take it out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Now it's Stafford. Got a man. It's Higbee, complete. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. And that will be incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. Kyler Murray now in the Cardinal offense. Down 14-11, a minute 38 to go. A 4th straight defeat looming on the horizon, barring a comeback here as they've got it with a 1st down. Steps away to his left. Oh, that's taken in by Ertz. A nice catch. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. Murray to throw. He's got Connor. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. To throw is Murray. Over the middle, complete. That's Connor. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Connor. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Cardinals got to go quickly, hustling to the line. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. One final shot now. I'm not even sure he can get it to the end zone, though, from this distance.
That's going to take as much arm as he has, and you actually have to plan for the contingency. Maybe you're playing a tip, try and get someone down who can tip it up and keep it for your own team and try and get to the end zone that way.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Rams get the football in outstanding field position.